Hi, I'm Maya. I've been bullet journaling for a few years now, and it has become a habit that I will probably never stop doing just because it makes it so much easier to organize my life. I love being organized. There's so many beneficial reasons to bullet journaling, and it's an enjoyable hobby as well. So that's why I really recommend for you to start doing it. And so these are the 5 essentials that you will need to start your bullet journal. First of all, of course, you will need a bullet journal. There's so many shapes and sizes to bullet journals, and you can pick whichever one fits your needs. But I think that the most important part in searching a bullet journal is to check if the pages are not too thin, because you will be drawing in it and you will use different markers. So having a bullet journal with thick enough pages to do that is very important to me. You really don't want for your markers to bleed through the page and ruin the next page for you. That's where the second essential is also important, is buying the right pens for bullet journaling. So for every marker and pen that you're going to use in your bullet journal, you should opt out for water-based pens and markers, not alcohol-based ones, because alcohol-based ones are stronger and they're going to bleed through the page, wherein most water-based markers are not going to do that as much. So the second thing that I really recommend for you to buy is fine line pens. I actually bought these on Shein and they have been turning out pretty great. So through the whole bullet journal, you're going to be drawing different shapes and letters that are sometimes going to be thin and sometimes a little thicker. So I recommend for you to buy a pack of fine line pens that are different thickness, so that will make it kind of easier for you. But you can also start with just one. When I started making my bullet journals, I started with just one and it was good enough, but it would make it so much easier, and I think my spreads would look cleaner and prettier if I had different thickness of pens. Now you have sort of a base, and you can start with only that. You don't need anything else if you want to just start and have a minimalistic journal. But in my case at least, I love using bullet journals more if they are colorful and fun to look at. So the next thing that I recommend for you to buy is colored pens. And as I've said before, you should search for water-based markers. You can use different markers for this, different shapes, different sizes, different price range. Any type of marker will do if it's water-based, but these are my favorites. I use these pens for every spread that I do. I set up my bullet journal spreads for every month, and every month I use these pens, so I really recommend for you to buy these ones, which I also got on Shein, and they are amazing. I've bought 3 packs of these and I've been loving them. But amidst the ones that I got from Shein that are really cheap, I also got some Stabilo pens that are a little bit more expensive than the Shein ones, but that makes the quality a little bit better. So these are the pens that I really recommend as well. The colors are just amazing, but if you want to go for a cheaper option, these Shein ones are amazing as well. The color is just not as strong as the Stabilo ones, but they are still really good. But these are just my recommendations. You can use any colored pens that you want. When I started with bullet journaling, I just took some colored markers that my brother had left from his school year, and besides these ones just being strong saturated colors, not pastel ones, these are really great. Any markers that are colored and water-based will work. The next essential is not really an essential, but it's a life hack that you will need with bullet journaling, and that is using white gel pens. So whenever I'm correcting little mistakes in the details, I love using these ones, and it makes it pretty seamless so the mistakes are not as noticeable. And the fifth thing that is not really needed, but it will make your life extremely easier, is little decorations. Here I am awkwardly holding my stickers, washi tapes and stamps. So here I have washi tapes, and I think little add-ons like washi tapes and stickers are gonna make your pages look so much cuter. I have them in different colors and patterns. I think that on all of these I've probably spent like 10 euros or something like that. Mine are not the best quality, but they're still fine. I just go to some cheap stores and buy the shapes and patterns that I like. And so this is my washi tape collection that I use in every journal that I have. When I started using stickers, I think my bullet journal game changed so much. Before, I was drawing and doodling my decorations with pens in my bullet journal, and I think that made it cute, but adding stickers made it so much cuter. And using stickers saves me so much time, so I really recommend for you to buy some stickers and use them in your bullet journals. For every month I make a bullet journal spread in a different aesthetic. I get bored pretty easily, so making a different aesthetic bullet journal spread every month makes it kind of easier for me to stick to my habit with bullet journaling. And the last thing that I mentioned is stamps. If you don't want to write out your letters, I recommend for you to buy some stamps, and the aesthetic of stamps in some spreads looks amazing. Currently I have a really low budget for bullet journaling, so most of the things that I've shown you is from Shein, where I got it for really cheap. I hope that in the future I can invest more money in my bullet journaling hobby, but if you're just starting out and don't want to invest a lot of money into bullet journaling, I promise you there's so many different cheap options to start. Don't expect the best quality, but I promise you that it's pretty okay. So these are the things that you will need to start your own bullet journaling journey, and I really hope that I inspired you at least a little bit to start your bullet journal. I swear that if you're gonna start, you're not gonna regret it. Obviously, you can start with just a few things off this list, but having all of this is gonna make your bullet journaling so much more fun and easier. Comment down below when you first started bullet journaling, and if you haven't started yet, I hope I inspired you at least a little bit to start. Let's chat in the comments and see you in my next video. Bye!